Hey my sweet bees, it's the Sweetest vegan here. Today on the show I'll be teaching you how to make Olive Garden's breadsticks. My favorite part about going out to eat at Olive Garden is the bottomless bowl of bread that just bring over and over and over and over again. It's just so indulging. So let's get started. We're going to start this recipe by dissolving sugar and dry active yeast into warm water. Stir until you can no longer feel the sugar crystals with your spoon and set it aside in a warm place for about 10 minutes until a froth forms on the top. While we're waiting on that, take another bowl and add in whole wheat flour, bread flour, and salt. Use a whisk to get that all mixed together and get those particles separated and light and airy and fluffed up. To that flour mixture, we're going to add in vegan butter. I use Earth Balance brand, and you could just use a wooden spoon to chop it through as well as you can, but you don't have to worry too much. By this time, your wet mixture should have a froth formed on the top, and you're just going to pour that into your flour mixture and stir until you get it just combined. Flour a clean surface. You can use a countertop. I'm using a cutting board, and dump your dough out onto it. You're going to knead that for about 10 minutes. You stretch it out one way, fold it over, stretch it out the other way, fold it over. Do that for about 10 minutes until your flour is all incorporated. After you've gotten to that damp but not sticky consistency, fold it all in onto itself until it forms a ball and you have a nice clean surface on the other side. Place your ball of dough into a clean bowl and cover it with a clean linen. Place it in a warm place for an hour and a half. Yes, we have to wait for our dough to rise and double in size. That rhymed. We're just going to place the dough onto that same cutting board. I'm going to cut it like a pizza. I'm going to cut 8 equal slices. This recipe has enough to make 10 to 12 smaller breadsticks, but since I could get 8 equal size by doing this, I just decided to make mine jumbo size. You're going to take each segment, roll it like a snake, and place it onto a baking dish that has been lined with parchment paper. Do this 8 more times because I was able to make 9, and cover that with a clean linen again. I know it's a lot of waiting in this process. It's going to take an hour and a half for it to double in size again. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and bake your breadsticks for 12 minutes. They should be golden brown when you take them out of the oven. Brush them with a little bit of melted vegan butter and dust them with garlic salt, and they will be yummy just like in the restaurant. It was a little bit heartier because of the whole wheat, but it wasn't off-putting, and only 1/3 of the flour was whole wheat, but you need to use a little bread flour to keep the elasticity, the taste that I prefer, and if you don't, you can use a little xanthan gum to keep it stretchy like a dough. And I loved it. It was just like in the restaurant, just I made it at home, probably cheaper. It was stretchy, it was doughy. I really just loved it. I love bread. Hopefully you will too. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe as I put out more of these videos, and I will see you all soon, like in a couple of days. Bye.